What's up, guys? Finn here from Warrior Self. Today we're going to be talking about knees. Right now, when you're working out and exercising and doing things, your knees you want to really be careful of and make sure that you're doing everything properly, because last thing you want to do is start injuring your knees. Right? Nobody wants bad knees. They hurt, they're painful, it doesn't feel good when you're sitting, walking, going up and down stairs, right? So we want to make sure that we keep them strong. We want to make sure that they're, everything's in proper alignment as we're doing the exercises, we're landing properly if we're doing any jumping, right? There's a lot of things that go into this. Now, one of the things that sometimes you can experience knee pain just from joint compression, right? Just as you might need to go to a chiropractor to realign and adjust your spine, same thing goes for all of your joints, right? And the knees are not the exception, right? Your knees are going to have that same type of thing as your spine or anything else. Now, luckily, there's a really easy way for us to decompress our joints, right? And like I said, today we're going to be focusing on the knee for today, so we can decompress the knee and really help get some of the synovial fluid back into it so it's well lubricated, kind of relieve some of the pressure in the knee, and also it's going to allow us to just take away some of that pressure that's in it from either from the jumping or the squats. If you're doing any loaded exercises, any of that stuff and all the compression we get through the knees, we're going to relieve all of that tension and just release it, and it's going to make the knee feel a lot better. It's actually a great prep to do before a workout or before you do any heavy squat work or jump work. So the first thing that we're going to do to start this thing, it's just a couple step process, is we're going to get some warmth and some blood into the knees. Now, it's very easy to do. All you got to do is you get your knee here, put your hands on either side, and rub. That's it, 10, 15 seconds. Just rub your knee, the front, the backs, the sides. Just kind of helps waken everything up, gets that knee ready to go. And once it's ready to go, now you got some blood and some warmth pumped up through your knees. Now, I'm going to be standing up for this next part. I'm going to try to show you guys exactly how this works. So I'm going to create a corkscrew with our knee. So I want you to watch how I'm going to do this. So I have my leg in front. I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to turn it out away from my body and bend it up. Now, depending on the flexibility of your leg, it's going to be different for everybody, but you want to get as much as you can. And we're going to corkscrew it out and then pull it back to rotate. Now, as I corkscrew, I'm going to flex all the muscles in my leg to extension, rotate it through, relax, and then pull it back. So we flex, and then you rotate. And you hear I just have a nice little pop in there, if you did hear it. But those pops and cracks are everything kind of decompressing, pulling apart, and lubricating. So you can do this upward to 10, 15, you can do it 30 times if you want, you can do it 50 times. I usually stick with about 10 to 15, and then I'll switch to the other side. So again, I just press it out, turning the foot away from me, rotate it, and then pull back. And flex the whole way out as you rotate that leg. If you need to hold on to something for balance, please do. I'm going to do a few here for you. And that's going to decompress the knee and help bring more synovial fluid to it, so it's going to be well lubricated, decompress the joints, you'll have a little better movement, can relieve some pressure, maybe some slight pain that you have, things like that. As you do the exercise, if you feel or hear any little snaps and cracks and pops, that's okay. It's natural. As long as it doesn't cause an extreme amount of pain, you're pretty much okay. Pretty basic stuff, like I said, is just rotating that knee on that kind of spiral turn as you're flexing, and that's going to pull everything apart. You may even get little, happens to me, I get little Rice Krispies in my knees. It sounds like as I do it, it kind of crinkles and crunches as I do it. But it feels so much better when I'm done. I'm able to actually move a little bit easier when I'm doing my exercises, such as my, working pistol squats or anything like that, because my knees are prepped, they're ready to go. All that synovial fluid and everything is in the joint. All right, it's warm, it's lubricated, it's flexible, and it allows me to perform at a much higher level And then, of course, I don't have any knee problems later on, and I am good to go. Right? So that concludes our, next one, call it our Rice Krispie knee setup here in terms of decompressing the knees for you. All right, give this a try. All right, I recommend doing it before your workout. All right, so just add it into your warm-up, or do it like right before you do any kind of lower body exercises. If you're going to working on jumps, do it right before your jumps. If you're working on any kind of heavy squats, do it right before that. You can even do it in between sets as well to help keep the synovial fluid in the knee and to, again, decompress anything. I really recommend that actually if you're doing any heavy squats, just again to keep the knees as prepped and as lubricated as possible. All right. So after that, we're pretty much all set. Again, I invite you guys to try this out. Ask any questions that you feel you might have. Let me know how this works for you. Otherwise, we are pretty much all set, and I will see you guys in the next video.